We have swapped the Monday Night Wars for Netflix and chill. WWE Raw made their Monday Night Netflix debut, but was it a success? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and finally we've been given numbers. WWE and Netflix have released viewership data for the premiere of Raw, and we can confirm for the January 6th Monday show. What a date that is, by the way, a very controversial date in America, but nonetheless, the number that Raw did for the debut on Netflix has been revealed, and it is 2.6 million households viewing live plus same day in America. So that is the domestic number that Raw's done, a 2.6 million households. Now, I believe when you add up the international numbers, it was about 2.3 as well, so you add that up and it was like 4.9. So overall, we're not really going to talk about the internationals, we'll just settle with the domestics because we normally only cover domestic numbers. So a 2.6 million, that would put, that is the best Raw we've seen in a long time. In terms of ratings, it's been a long time since Raw did a 2.6. We know that SmackDown has done 2.6s in the Roman Reigns era, the Bloodline era on Fox, but in terms of Raw, it's been a long time since Raw did a 2.6. Probably, I'm trying to think off the top of my head, probably pre-COVID is the last time Raw did a 2.6. However, you've got to factor in that they're no longer on a network, they are on Netflix, and therefore, I believe it doesn't need to be live. So 2.6 million people watched it. 2.6 million households watched it. But I believe as long as you watched it that day, it's factoring in, it says here live plus same day. So that's telling me that you didn't actually have to watch Raw live for your view to count towards that number. As long as you watched Raw on the same day, then your view counts towards the 2.6 million households. So WWE seem to be happy with it. Netflix seem to be happy with it. We haven't heard either party come out and say they were delighted with the numbers. We've just heard the word happy getting tossed around. And look, it could be a good number. It might not be a good number. It's going to be hard to tell. It'll be interesting to see what it does next week. I'm going to imagine it will drop off big time. Now, there is a possibility that the Raw Netflix debut has opened up a new audience. I mean, that is possible. But it's also possible that a lot of people tuned in hoping to see something good, hoping to see a new era, hoping to see something different. And maybe they weren't impressed with what they got. And it's possible that they're not going to tune in next week. So, look, we'll have to wait and see. I can't imagine that next week is going to go up. But then again, of course, sometimes people aren't ready for the switchover. Some people might not have been aware it was on Netflix. I know that seems a little bit hard to believe, but a lot of times when wrestling channels, or any channel, any show for that matter, changes time slots or changes networks, sometimes the first week can be a low rating because people would just forget about it or they weren't aware of it. So, like 2.6, it's hard to judge right now whether or not that's going to be a good number going forward. So, it is what it is. What we can judge, though, what we can look at is the clips from the show because, again, these are always the best way of telling what videos drew the most, what segments drew the most, and what people were interested in the most. So, coming in first place with The Undertaker celebrates with Rhea Ripley. This got 1.5 million views. So Taker came back. People were impressed. 1.5 million wanted to watch Undertaker come out on his bike, do a lap around at the ring, look at Rhea Ripley, look back at the crowd, and then that's pretty much it. So, I mean, take from that what you will. I was happy to see Taker, but I was really disappointed with what they gave us because I wanted more and we got less. Second place, 1.5 million views, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa Tribal Combat. So, Bloodline winner gets the whole Ufaleva, whatever it's called, the Tribal Combat, 1.5 million. No surprise here, Roman Reigns, Bloodline, they've been involved in the most feud stuff for the past, 3-4 years, so I'm not shocked to see that match did well. Third place we've got, and new Rhea Ripley destroys Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom in title win. That's got 1.3 million views, so Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan doing pretty well. Third place, not really Shocked about that. Rhea Ripley winning the belt. Judgment Day as well seems to do pretty good on Raw. Maybe a bit surprised it was third out of everything that they gave us, but again, it's pretty good numbers. Rhea Ripley involved in the first and third highest clips, so it's good for her. Fourth place, we've got Big Match John. John Cena makes massive Royal Rumble announcement. That's got 1 million views, so people still interested in John, what John Cena's got to say. And of course, John Cena has entered the Royal Rumble, which we're all looking forward to. Fifth place, CM Punk versus Seth freaking Rollins. Got 921k, so approaching the million mark. Probably will hit a million mark, maybe, over the next few days. I mean, it was 3 days ago since it was uploaded, and it's already on 921, so it could go up. But anyway, 5th place, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. It did main event Raw. Maybe I was expecting that to get a million. Hasn't quite hit it yet, but wouldn't be surprised if it does get there. Right, moving on to 6th place, we have The Rock crowns Roman Reigns with the Ula Fala after Tribal Combat. 871k. So The Rock down in 6th place. Not great for The Rock, is it? No, it's not. 7th place. The Rock acknowledges Cody Rhodes and sets stage for Tribal Combat. 732k. 8th place. The Rock makes an electrifying entrance. 649k. So the Rock clips are among some of the lower clips, which is surprising because you'd expect that to be the opposite. But out of the clips uploaded from Raw, the Rock ones are pretty low down, to be honest. And the one that drew the most was the one where he was involved with Roman Reigns. Make from that what you will. Then we go into it. We're on 8th now, I believe. Yeah, so 8th place, we've got Jey Uso yeeting his way to the ring with Travis Scott. 507k. 9th place, we've got Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre on Raw. It's got 503k. And in last place, we have Triple H kicking off the Raw on Netflix era with a bang. This was the lowest feud clip of the show. It's got 429k. So yeah, Triple H doing the lowest numbers here. I did not like the intro for it. Pretty much gave away that wrestling was dead and that wrestling's fake, and I just don't want to hear that on the show. If he wants to do that in his press conferences, that's fair enough, but to kick off the show exposing the business, didn't think it was a good idea. But whatever. No Hulk Hogan clips uploaded, so maybe not surprisingly. How well would the Hulk Hogan clips have drew? Not too sure. But yeah, nothing from Hogan, surprisingly, uploaded from this show. Is there a reason for that? WWE, did they not want to do it? Who knows? Anyway, that's it, guys. So yeah, WWE Raw then doing a 2.6 million views in terms of, well, not views, households. It's important to remember it's households. So technically you can get multiple people in the same household watching, and that could be the case. And yeah, we'll just have to sit back and see what the numbers are like going forward, whether they improve, whether they go down. I guess we'll have to wait and find out whether 2.6 is considered good, whether 2.6 is considered bad. And aye, that is it, guys. Let us know your thoughts down below. We'll catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.